welcome back to Moonlit Path Tarot. So today will be a love reading for the sign of Libra. All right, so let's see. And then at the end, we'll pull some initials and answer a yes or no question. So think of a yes or no question you might have. And at the end, I will go ahead and answer that. All right, so let's see. Spirit, for the person on Libra's mind, how does their person feel about them at this time? How does Libra's person think or feel towards them at this time, Spirit? Okay. The Moon, Two of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, the World. All right, let's see. What else about Libra's person? How else do they think or feel about them at this time? Okay. So the Moon is all about illumination, right? It's all about, it can be fear, anxiety, not having the entire picture, so kind of going to the worst places. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily terrible, but it's kind of like secrecy. So maybe there's some kind of decision that needs to be made regarding this connection, because the Two of Wands is all about travel, right? It's, do I go home or do I stay here? It's what do I want to do? Where do I see myself in the future? You know what I'm saying? And then 21, the World, is all about endings, but it's like the very end. So there's 22 major arcana, right? And then we start with the Fool and end with the World. So the World is leveling up karmically. That's kind of like the Wheel of Fortune, but it's also like spiritual graduation, right? So 10 of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is a card about burden and releasing burdens, packing up and taking only what's necessary and releasing the rest, right? And then 6 of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is all about reciprocity. It's an equal give and take. It's charity, but not like in a you're a charity case kind of way. It's like it's like a giving energy. So maybe there's some kind of decision that needs to be made, either regarding the connection or regarding maybe somebody got a new job and needs to move, or maybe you guys just want to buy a new house or move away, and there's some kind of fear or anxiety regarding that decision that needs to be made. But as far as how they feel about you, they want an equal give and take with you, right? They want reciprocity with you. So I'm heavily getting there's some kind of decision that needs to be made, either like about a job or moving, or do I stay here or do I go with? And they have some kind of feeling of burden or anxiety around that. So how does Libra feel towards their person at this time? Okay, 8 of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. What else, Spirit? Knight of Cups, okay, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Too many. And then we'll just take this one, bottom of the deck, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, 10 of Pentacles, which is like the family card, right? So the way that you feel towards your person, maybe they're in school, like I said, maybe they're studying for some kind of promotion, maybe they're doing something to advance their career at this time, because 8 of Pentacles is all about skill, right? It's all about honing your craft and becoming a master of your craft. So if your person is, you know, trying to get a promotion or trying to buy a better house or wants to travel, they want to travel with you, but there ultimately is some kind of anxiety around the situation, right? Because they don't have a clear picture. They don't have all the information. So when you don't have all the information, at that point, you're just kind of filling in gaps, right? So you're just assuming things. So they have some kind of fear or anxiety around that because they don't have any kind of solid full picture to go on. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to how you feel about them, Queen of Swords is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It's all about communication, right? It's a strong leader. It's somebody who's creative, but it's somebody who's logical. So this isn't somebody who leads with their emotion. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're emotionless or you think they're emotionless, but you think of this person as protecting their own heart, but at the same time being communicative and openly communicating with you, right? So Knight of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is somebody who's very charismatic, somebody who loves love, right? So maybe it's also about unexpected messages of love. Plus, you know, he's holding holding flowers, ready to give them to you. So I'm getting the way you feel towards this person is you love them, and then Seven of Swords, or you want, you like the communication that you guys have. You like that they aren't afraid to show their emotion, right? Because though this is more about logical communication, this is emotional communication, right? And it's also unexpected messages of love, as I said. So Seven of Swords is sort of like, it's the liar card. That's what I call it, the liar card, but it's also about intention, right? So the best example I always give is if you're doing, it's a deception, trickery, it's all about intention though. You know what I'm saying? So if you steal a can of baby formula because your baby's starving, the universe isn't going to punish you for that, because you're not doing it for any malicious reason. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to keep your baby alive. But if you steal a can of baby formula during a formula shortage and then try to upsell it to a mom in need, the universe can see your intentions and that they're not good, right? So that will be swiftly dealt with. So it's all about intention. So I'm getting with up here, there's some kind of anxiety maybe about this job or this move or this promotion or whatever. And you also have some sort of like, you're kind of wondering, can I trust this? Is this going to backfire on me if I go ahead and agree to move or to, support them while they're going to school? Is it going to come back to bite me in the ass, right? And no, it's not, because according to this, Ten of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, this is the family card. This is happiness, togetherness, whatever that looks like to you. You know what I'm saying? So if you are, a husband and a husband, or a wife and a wife, or you're a husband and a wife and you just have dogs and no kids, or you have kids and dogs, whatever family looks like to you, that's what this card is. So they want some kind of equal give and take with you. They want you to trust them with whatever the situation that's occurring right now is. And ultimately it will lead to the Ten of Pentacles, which is togetherness, which is happiness, right? So let's see, for the outcome for this connection, what can Libra expect? Strength. Okay. Five of Cups. So Five of Cups is the saddest card in the deck. It's regret, it's sadness, it's loss, it's grief, right? And maybe in the past, that's what you've experienced in your past connections. When you've taken some kind of leap of faith, you get just despair and regret. And you're like, why did I do this? I should never have done this, right? But with the Strength card coming out, which is Leo, this relationship can stand the test of time, right? This is a strong connection. This is one that you can trust in. This is one that if you take this leap of faith, you're not going to be filled with regret, and it's not going to come back to bite you in the ass, and you're not going to be manipulated or used or anything like that. So this is a connection you can definitely trust. Let's see what else regarding this connection, Spirit. Seven of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. Two of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's see, one more. Let me just get one more. Whoa. Okay. Eight of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So Seven of Pentacles is about waiting, right? It's the waiting game, that Dr. Seuss book. It's waiting for the seeds you've planted to come to fruition. So if you're waiting to take this leap of faith with this person regarding their job or your job, if I say it's theirs and it's really yours, feel free to swap the scenarios or swap the, you versus them. Take it as it resonates. So Seven of Pentacles is about waiting for the seeds that you've planted to come to fruition. And Two of Pentacles is all about finding a balance. It's duality, it's harmony. So it's needing to find a balance between certain aspects in your life. So Eight of Swords is about feeling stuck, right? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but it's self-imprisonment. Nobody's holding her there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's like, yeah, like there's string and a blindfold and she feels stuck and she doesn't know what to do, but also she could just get up from in front of the mirror and move. You know what I'm saying? She's not really being held there. She just feels like she's being held there. So this is, I can see that whatever this choice is that you are going to have to make with this person, it holds some level of anxiety, of worry, fear, kind of like wondering if it's going to work out, this waiting for everything to come to fruition, and right now you just feel stuck. But bottom of the deck, Two of Swords, again, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, obviously your card, lots of Libra cards in here, lots of Earth in here also. So Two of Swords is like Odin's ravens, right? It's sending them off in each direction so that they can come back and report to him what they've seen and what they've learned throughout the entire kingdom without him actually having to leave, right? So it's having all the information that you need at your disposal. But it's also, no matter what choice you make, that is the correct choice. So if you choose to, not go with this, I mean, as far as this goes, I personally think that you would regret that. I do, because with this Five of Cups, with this sadness, loss, despair, this is also about regret. That's why this card is even sadder than Three of Swords. So I think that if you have all the information that you need, then it would be so easy for you to make this decision. But because there's some element of not having the full picture, you feel stuck. You feel like you're waiting to get all the information you need and needing to find a balance in the meantime. But this card does indicate that whatever you choose, whatever you decide to do is the right answer. There is no wrong answer. You know what I'm saying? So if you choose to stay, if you choose to go, whatever it is you decide, that is the correct answer. So you don't have to worry in that aspect. All right, Knight of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So this is a communication card, but this is like rushing in. The decision has been made. So I do think that whatever decision you're waiting on to have some kind of fuller picture or have all the information, that once you have it, you'll just take off running and it won't even be a hard choice for you anymore at that point. At that point, you'll know that it's the correct thing to do, that you don't have to worry and have anxiety over it or anything like that. So I do think that regarding this person, yep, a new offer. I'm just going to leave that here. So this might be somebody that you've known since childhood. Six of Cups, bottom of the deck, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Ace of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Can also be a new offer. It's usually a love offer, but with the entire context of this reading, once you have all the information that you have regarding whatever the situation is, you and this person are ready to run towards it, right? You have nostalgia with this person. This is somebody from the past. This is somebody that you can reflect on and think of all the good times that you've ever had. You know what I'm saying? Which will ultimately lead to this Ten of Pentacles. I just feel that you're waiting right now. Waiting for all the information, waiting to be able to find the balance, waiting so that you don't feel so stuck. But it's coming. The resolution to the conflict, whatever that is coming. All right, so then what we will do is I will go ahead and pull some initials, and if you get either your initials or the initials of your person, great. If not, no worries. This can still very much be your reading. I just kind of look at this as extra confirmation for somebody who might need it more. All right, so for the letters, we have X, Y, F, V, N, J, U, P, W, C, B, T. All right, I will do a couple more here. S, D, G, A, I, L. All right, so for the letters, we have G, A, X, J, Y, U, F, P, V, W, N, C, B, T, S, D, I, L. All right, and then I will go ahead and we will do the yes or no question. I'm just going to go ahead and scoot those over to the side for the time being. All right, so right now is a good time to pause, think of your yes or no question, and then I will go ahead and answer that with the pendulum and the board. Okay. All right, Spirit, regarding Libra and their yes or no question, what is the answer to Libra's yes or no question, Spirit? The answer, Libra, to your question is yes, whatever that is. All right, and that is where I'm going to go ahead and leave this. Check back for the next reading, and as always, as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul.